Identifying red flags of secrecy in a relationship. So I want you guys to come in and watch, because this is important for everybody. Every single person who are in relationships and those who are entering relationships, you need to hear this and share the live. We know in the realm of relationship, my people, secrecy can often be a significant red flag, right? And so understanding how to identify these signs is crucial for maintaining a healthy, transparent partnership. While every relationship has its unique dynamics, several key indicators can signal unhealthy levels of secrecy. Yes. Well, this may warrant further examination. Richard, please can give me mommy her phone stand. Give me my phone stand, baby. Thank you. I think it's in the room. So one of the most apparent signs of secrecy is inconsistent communication. Yes, inconsistent communication. And when a partner frequently changes the subject, uh, avoids certain topics, or give vague answers. No, no, no. Give it to me right here. Thanks. Yes, I am live, honey. Right? Or avoid certain topics or give vague answers, it can indicate an attempt to hide something. For example, if your partner avoids discussions about their whereabouts or the people they're interacting with, it may suggest a hidden agenda. Yes. So, consistent and open communication is a cornerstone of trust in any relationship, and its absence can be a major red flag. So, write in the comment inconsistent communication. Inconsistent communication. Write that in the comment section. Let me tell you, people may not be on now because Facebook, I have to be starting over with Facebook because I used somebody else's song in one of my reels, or music in one of my reels. So they said I violated. We have since sorted that out, but I am apparently starting over. All right. But I know that you will come on and you will watch this, because I see that you're watching it. And some of you are interacting. All right. So if your partner is overly protective of their phone, the phone always down on the face, right? Their computer or their personal devices, it may suggest that they're hiding something, and this could include frequently changing their passwords, having a secret phone, or being defensive when you ask, you know, about their digital privacy. Yes. And while it's important to respect privacy, yes, a lack of transparency can be concerning, especially if it's a new development in the relationship, right? Especially if it's a new development in the relationship. So write guarded behavior in the comment when you comment. Guarded behavior. Richard? Sorry. I'm on live. Okay, sweetheart. No disturbances until I'm done. I have about 20 minutes. So, avoidance of family and friends. Type that in the comment section. When someone is secretive, they may avoid their partner to or avoid introducing, put it that way, to their social circle, their family and friends, even at a distance. They keep them at a distance. This behavior can manifest in various ways, such as making excuses for not attending social events together, or not mentioning important people in their life. This avoidance can indicate that there are aspects of their life that they do not want to share, which can be problematic if it is a persistent pattern, right? So watch out for that. If it's a persistent pattern, go ahead and type in the comment when you come in. Avoidance of family and friends. Yes. Unexplained absences. Write that down because we're going to talk about it, right? I wrote these down and I am trying to memorize as much as I can. Frequent unexplained absences or late nights with vague explanations can be a red flag. So if you're in a relationship, whether you're married or not, vague explanations can be a red flag. Vague explanation of their absences or late nights, yes. So while occasional work commitments or social events are normal, right? A pattern of unexplained time away can suggest that something is hidden or is being hidden, right? So if your partner consistently fails to provide a reasonable explanation for their absences, it might be worth exploring the underlying reasons. I am here today to open up your eyes a little bit. I don't know who needs this information. I absolutely don't know. And I don't know when Meta will be populating my lives because I just start them back up again, right? So that this information can go out. So if you like and comment under the video, the algorithm may pick it up and send it out to the masses. But as of now, I don't know if anyone, if a lot of people, put it that way, will be watching the live. For me, it doesn't matter right now. I'm putting the information out there. So let's move on. I'm going to spend maybe about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. A partner who becomes defensive or irritated when asked about their personal matters or changes in behavior may be hiding something. This defensiveness can range from subtle irritation to outright hostility. I know that too well. So when someone reacts with anger or frustration to questions about their behavior or personal life, it can indicate that they are uncomfortable with the topic due to hidden issues. So please pay attention in your relationship. It's the age of information, guys, and there is no reason for anyone not to have this information. None at all. So, right, defensiveness and irritation. Let me write it. Right? Defensiveness and irritation. I maybe misspelled pronounced. Right. I will fix it. Defensiveness and irritation. Let's look at their inconsistencies when they tell stories, whether male or female. All right? Whether male or female. Inconsistencies in the stories or details your partner shares can be a significant red flag. Inconsistencies in relationships or in the stories. Put it that way. If they frequently change their accounts or events or provide conflicting information, it may suggest that they're not being honest. Let me just tell you that outright. And paying attention to these inconsistencies and addressing them calmly can help uncover whether there are some deeper issues at play. So let me write inconsistencies in stories. Come on, guys. I have to comment on my own video then because me not get so big yet, yeah? Inconsistencies in stories. All right. So I'll just do that so to set a trend. Hopefully someone will come in and type in the comment section. All right. I'm gonna still give the information. Secrecy often correlates with a lack of emotional intimacy. Outside of fights and quarrels, outside of fusses, if you don't have any fuss and you're not getting any intimacy, and if your partner is unwilling or unable to share their feelings, their thoughts, and their experiences with you, it can create a barrier in the relationship. Emotional intimacy requires a degree of vulnerability and openness, and a consistent lack of this may tell you that there is underlying secrecy. So if you come in and you see this part, type lack of emotional intimacy. I'm giving you information that's not often put out there. And as women or maybe men who are in love, we tend to overlook these things in a relationship. We tend to miss the signs when they come. So type lack of emotional intimacy and go back and listen to this live. Because these are very important lives, right? Financial secrecy can also be a red flag if you're in a relationship and your partner exhibits unusual behavior concerning money, such as what? Hidden bank accounts, unexplained expenditures, or secretive financial transactions. It may suggest that there are issues they are not disclosing. Financial transparency is essential for trust and cooperation in the relationship. I went through it so that some of you may never go through it. So if you are dating someone and then you move it a stage up and they are not willing to share certain things with you, it may be time to consider your exit, because that would be a precursor for future problems. So write financial secrecy in the comment, and that way you are able to track all this information that I'm giving you. I'm harming you, right? I am giving you the tools that you will need to help. And honestly, even adults don't have these tools. I've spoken to so many people who don't know these things. So I'm sharing them with you today. Manipulative behaviors can be a sign of secrecy, my people. Manipulative behaviors can be a sign of secrecy. This may include controlling behaviors as small as it is. Oh, use just 3 or 4 blocks of tissues, because that is enough to take care of your business. Guilt tripping or emotional leverage to deflect questions or concerns. You know what I mean by guilt tripping? Just like telling you things that would make you feel bad. or make you feel like you're the problem. And then they deflect. Like, okay, you did this or you did that. You were the one who did this. But that's not what you're talking about. You did this. Remember when you did this the other day or did that the other day? You're not talking about that. That's deflecting. So if your partner attempts to manipulate your emotions to avoid discussing certain topics, it can indicate that they have something to hide. So write manipulative behavior in the comment section. This world is not easy, and people can be very deceptive to get what they want from you. Young men and young women with pure hearts, people can be deceptive in order to get what they want from you. They can hide their true selves or pretend, really, to be somebody else totally until they get what they want from you. A significant change in routine or behavior without clear explanation can be a red flag. So, for instance, if your partner suddenly changes their work hours, their social habits, or personal interests, and is reluctant to explain the reasons, it may suggest that they're concealing something. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. Well, we're almost 20 minutes in, but I'm almost done, right? So changes in routine should be communicated openly to maintain trust in a relationship. And when the trust is broken down, it wears the relationship out. I've had relationships. I'm able to talk about relationships. And these are the behaviors or the dark side of relationships that will come out to you. And if you have to question them all the time, it's most uncomfortable, and it's something to think about, right? Engaging in secretive activities. This is a series I'm doing, guys. So I'll be coming on actually every day if I can. So look out for me. So as I was saying, when you engage in secretive activities or having secret plans without involving, your partner, it can be a sign of secrecy. So let me give you an example. For example, if your partner regularly makes plans without informing you or participates in activities that they keep hidden, it may indicate that they are keeping something from you. And you will know, I am going to tell you, men and women with loyal and pure hearts, because you're the ones I'm talking to right now. If they make plans without informing you or keep something from you, you will know. Your body will feel it. Your intuition will let you know. Your body will feel when something is not right clearly, because we operate from energy levels. And if you are not cognizant of what they're participating in, because the hours will be different, the time change will be different, then you are quite naive and you're missing a lot of information. Every time something is happening that is not supposed to happen in my relationships, even the past, I knew. There is not one truth that was hidden from me. I either overlooked it, I either didn't care, or I either plainly didn't want to know. Transparency about activities and plans is important for maintaining a sense of trust and inclusion. Thank you so much for coming to the live. If you're on the outside watching me, come on in to the live. I don't bite. I'm the most down to earth person. So, anyway, right involvement in secretive activities, or I'll just do that. Involvement in secretive activities. Thank you so much for having such a strong attention span. I've been observing you haven't left for coming to this live and staying. I appreciate you. Engaging in secretive activities or having secret plans without involving you can be a sign of secrecy. So what did I say? Write the involvement of secrecy in the comment. I just did. Anyway, are reluctant to address relationship issues. Important issues, or avoiding discussing problems can be a signal of deeper issues. We've been in a relationship and you have a problem, you have a concern, you have something that's really, really bothering you, really bothering you, really hurting you. And as soon as you open your mouth, it's like it's a big issue. You are miserable, they don't listen. Why are you bringing this up now? Huh? Am I correct or not? So when they are reluctant to discuss problems, look at why this is happening. Richard, I'm checking in. Are you okay? So if your partner consistently avoids addressing the conflicts and dismisses your concerns or refuses to engage in anything problem solving, anything, it may be due to underlying secrecy or discomfort when with certain topics. Mhm. Pay attention to that moment of inspiration, survival mode, and mental fortitude. Pay attention. And if you're coming here and you're new here, go ahead and follow the page. Make sure you follow the page. Because it's not a page that indulge in gossiping, indulge in news carrying, indulge in negative behaviors. I am giving you information that may help you along your journey. So addressing and resolving issues together is crucial for a healthy relationship. I may call my honey and I said, boy, babes, I don't really feel too good about this. Thank God he never dismisses me. He will have his questions and concerns, but not suddenly dismiss me like that. And if they don't want to address it, it's your issue. And your issue, when it's talked about, will create a healthy relationship. Then there may be underlying issues. So type reluctance when you come in, because I'm also doing this for the rebroadcast. Reluctance to address issues. And while privacy is important, excessive secrecy about past relationships can be a red flag. And if your partner is unwilling to discuss their past or provides inconsistent information about previous relationships, it may suggest that they are hiding aspect of their past that could impact your current relationship. Whatever that may be. So write excessive secrecy about past relationships. Write that. I'm almost done. If your partner is unwilling, if they are unwilling to engage in joint financial decisions or discussions about future financial planning, it can be a sign of secrecy. Financial decisions should be made together. And avoidance of these discussions can indicate that your partner may be hiding financial information or planning independently. So, right, avoidance of joint financial decisions. We went over this in the previous slide, but I didn't speak on these things so much into details. I have about 3 or 4 minutes left. A lack of shared experiences or willingness to engage in joint activities can be a red flag. So if your partner consistently avoids spending quality time together with you or participating in shared interest, it may indicate that they are avoiding revealing certain aspect of their life or are preoccupied with something they are not sharing with you. Lack of shared experiences. They may even type messages and then delete them. Your body and your spirit, your soul will tell you something is. When asked personal questions, if your partner provides evasive or ambiguous responses, it can indicate a desire to conceal information. Evasiveness can manifest in various ways, such as changing the topic. Watch out for that. If you sit to speak and it's not flowing, and they're gone somewhere else with the conversation, then providing non-specific answers or avoiding the question altogether, watch that. So evasive responses to personal questions. Evasive is avoidance. Okay? Secretive online behavior can be a significant indicator of secrecy, my people. So if your partner engages in private or hidden online activities, such as using hidden messages, hidden apps, private browsing modes, or frequently clearing their digital history, so you know that this may suggest that they are hiding something. Understanding their online behavior can provide insights into their level of transparency. Yes, 2 more minutes. I'm done. Inconsistencies in social, Richard. Yes. No, watch the card, okay? Yeah. So inconsistencies in social media presence, such as selective sharing of information or discrepancies between online profile and real life behavior, can be a red flag. Personally, I don't miss anything. So if your partner presents a different image online compared to their real action, real life action, or is reluctant to share the online activities with you, it may indicate secrecy. Know that if you are in a relationship, you must be in tune with your partner. Even if they deny it, you know better and you watch that. Because you want to protect your space, you want to protect your life, you want to protect your mental health, you want to protect your emotional health, you want to protect who you are. A reluctance to introduce you to important people in their life, especially young people who miss it, such as close friends, which stop that, honey, or family members, can be a sign of secrecy. If your partner avoids or delays introducing you to significant people in their life, it may suggest that there are aspects of their life that they are not ready to share. And and of course, people who are married, they will do this thing, this very thing. I can tell you that. Some may be inexperienced to say, okay, this is my wife or this is my husband. But I can tell you, if you meet 5, 6 people who you don't know and they don't introduce you, honey, you have to look into that. Finally, excessive privacy boundaries can be a red flag. While personal space and privacy are important, and in an overly rigid boundary that prevents open communication and sharing of important aspects of life can indicate secrecy. So it's essential to find a balance between respecting privacy or maintaining transparency in the relationship. My people, addressing secrecy in relationship is important. So when you identify these red flags, it's very crucial, exceptionally crucial, to approach the situation with empathy and openness, open communication. Address your concerns with your partner. Is that on your mouth? Or use the mark on his mouth. You mark up in your mouth. What's going on? So address your concerns, my people, with your partner in a non-confront, confront, confront, confront. I'm having tight tongue. Confrontational, confrontational manner. So expressing your feelings and seeking to understand their perspective is important. Okay? Building trust and fostering an environment of openness can help address secrecy and strengthen the relationship. And what I'm going to tell you is that counseling can also be beneficial for couples dealing with issues related to secrecy. That's if you want to stay together. So a counselor can provide guidance and strategies, for improving communication. And this can help to rebuild trust and foster an environment of openness that can help to address secrecy and strengthen the relationship. So counseling will address the underlying issues that may be contributing to the secrecy in the relationship. Yes. And so I am going to leave with these words today, my people. Hi, Sister Ivy, darling. Funny enough, I'm here talking and didn't recognize that you're on. It says some things of your past had better remain your past. When I meet you, that's where what we we take it from, especially if we're in Christ. Okay, and parental upbringing. I don't come over here. I don't really going into the past relationship. Yes, I understand, but notice, my darling sister Ivy, that I said that if something in your past will hurt, will hurt the current relationship, because honestly, so for example, you've been to prison or been with somebody who has been to prison and is dangerous, or you've been with somebody who is was a thief and they're with you. If you understand what I mean, I'm hoping that you're still here, so this will connect to the current relationship. If you understand what I mean, so having certain types of past relationships may affect the current relationship, because they said, show me your company, right? And I tell you who you are. So let's just address that. That, of course, you don't have to tell your partner who you dated, Mary, Jane, Janet, Jennifer, but there is that one dangerous thing that may affect the current relationship. So, for instance, a man may have a child undisclosed, right? A child they're not disclosing in the relationship, and it will affect the current relationship. So in that case, you must explain to your partner about the past relationship. Agree or not? So I hope I made myself clear. But so addressing and understanding secrecy is really the key to maintaining a healthy and transparent relationship. So by recognizing the red flags that I mentioned in here, my darling, it is taking proactive steps to address them. And so now that the couples can bring work towards building a more trusting and open partnership. It is important not to have secrecies. Notice I'm talking about secrecies that can tear your relationship down. Red flags of secrecies in a relationship. So, with that said, I will just say bye bye until the next video, guys. Thank you so much, Ivy Romeo Brown, for coming to this live and participating. You are a queen. You've always been a queen, and it's so good to see you. I'm so happy you came. Thank you so much for coming. And for all those who came, thanks. For all those who will be rewatching this broadcast, thank you. I am Lee Nicola for YouTube and Moments of Inspiration Believers. Have a wonderful and satisfying afternoon. Take very good care. Bye bye.